Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to look at Arcs, Conflict and Collapse in the Reach, a game by Cole Werrell and Kyle Farron. This is actually going to be by Leader Games, 2 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, 60 minutes to 120 minutes. Okay, so Arcs is a sharp sci-fi strategy game for 2 to 4 players set in a dark yet silly universe. Ready yourself for dramatic twists and turns as you launch into this galactic struggle. Now you're going to seize initiative, you're going to take actions with multi-use cards, you're going to declare ambitions. Each game you're going to define objectives that everyone's going to compete over to win, and you're going to crush your foes. Amass a navy for battle. All right, now, okay, the silliness of this is one of the things that got me. But stay tuned to the end, because I'm also going to show you what you get if you get the miniature pack and if you get the leaders and lore pack. So we'll be unboxing those at the very end of this as well. Okay, now I've heard a little bit about this. I heard something trick taking or something along those lines. I haven't paid that much attention to it, but I have been listening to it, and I know people have been saying it's just a really good game. So I will say this is one that I'm really excited to get to the table. I like science fiction games, for one. I've always really liked science fiction games. And when they're silly, to me, that just makes them even more fun. Okay, so inside this box, let's see, what are we going to get? So we're going to start off with a nice chunky rule book. It's like it's going to be 24 pages to the index. Yes, there is an index. Oh, love an index in a rule book. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. Okay, so we're going to get a what's in the box. Okay, some of the cards, pieces you're going to get. Looks like we're going to get a nice chunky setup page, which is really good. Set up your table, set up your players, so they kind of separate those out. Core concepts of the game, resources, cities. Looks like there's a lot in this game. So playing a chapter. So there looks like Game of Arcs lasts up to 5 different chapters. Huh, that's interesting. Other players take their turns. Check your initiative. Got some standard actions. Okay, got some battle. Boy, and I'll tell you, man, the paper on this rulebook is thick. This is a nice, heavy rulebook. Okay, destroying cities, different resources, guild cards. All right, and ending the chapter, what you're going to do. Now we got some 2-player scoring. Other actions, leaders and lore after playing a game. Okay, you're ready to play with the leaders and lore. I wonder if that's that other pack that I have that we're going to show you at the end. The fine print, okay? Make sure you read the fine print. Okay, and there you go. That's your rule book. Okay, let's put that off to the side. Now, looks like we're going to get 4 player aids, and this is play in a chapter. It's going to basically let you know what's going to happen. You got some action summaries in there. This is a really nice player aid. And then ending the chapter. Okay, this is really, really nice. I like to see that they do that. Let everybody know what they need to do. You don't have one book that you're passing around. All right, looks like we're gonna have a bunch of tokens boards. Okay, looks like front side and back side. Looks like these tokens down here do change a little bit. That one's a double-sided one. Okay, the same with these ones up here. Okay. Apparently we're discarding these tokens, and we're discarding these tokens. These are all gray here, so I don't know if it's expended, used, what, I'm not really sure. Okay. Not really, I have no idea. No idea. I would say those are movement tokens based on other games I've played, but I'm pretty sure that's far from movement tokens. All right, and it looks like we're going to have the game board, so let's slide some stuff out of the way, and let's see how much of this board we can put on the table. I wasn't really expecting a super big board, but this thing is, it's long. So it's not really wide, but it's long. Okay, I'm not going to get all this on here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at it. Okay, so we got our ambitions track right here, available different veiled markers, tycoon, tyrant, overlord, keeper, empath. I have no idea what that means. Here's your different chapters that you're playing through. I'm going to guess this is your score track across the bottom. Okay, your different planets looks like you're going to be able to go to. We got this side in. Okay, we got an action discard deck section over here. Get that in there. The surpass, copy, or pivot, lead. Yeah, well, I tell you, I don't really know what all that means. But you know what? we're just going to use that as a table drop for right now. We'll call it good. All right, they're going to give us a nice little foam piece. So this is actually kind of separate the board from the rest of the components. We'll definitely keep that in there. All right, and these are going to be your player boards. Okay, so let's take a look real fast to see if they're single-sided, double-sided. So we got your different resources. This is nice, what you can get. Trophies, your captives. I'm guessing different resources you get you're gonna be putting on there. You might be able to unlock some stuff. Not sure. I like that artwork. And that's gonna be player one. So we're gonna have a different ship on the back of each one. Oh yes, we are. And yeah, that is cool. This it's like that pencil drawn. I don't even know what they call this artwork. Whatever this artwork's called, someone please let me know, because I actually really like that artwork. Got a friend of mine who's an artist and has his own comic strips and stuff like that, and I need to ask him. So, all right, let's look at some cards. Let's see what we have. Okay, let's kind of put those off to the side. Okay, and these are all one. All right, so I have no idea. Like I said, I really don't know much about this game. Other than I thought I heard it was some sort of trick taking. Person plays a suit and you kind of lead them, follow them, whatever. But looks like we got some construction cards. Suits 1 through 7. We're gonna have this administrative. Looks like it's all gonna be 1 through 7. Okay, we got the aggression cards. Okay, and mobilization cards. Okay, suits 1 through 7. What does it mean? Mobilization. Move. I think I can figure that one out. Okay, now these have 1, 2. Okay, so these are going to be maybe for well, player count. There we go. Okay, so 2 players. Okay, you're going to show like which section of the board looks like is going to be out of play. That's going to be my guess. Or you can mix it up. I'm probably maybe set up for 2 players. Don't know. 3-player mix-up. So if you're playing 3 players, maybe you randomly pick one of these. If you're playing 4-player, you randomly pick one, and you figure out what part of the game's in play, what part of the game's not in play. That's actually really super cool, because it actually changes, because the board ain't going to change, but if you change what sections of the board you can play on, well, then you can actually have kind of a random map, random setup. So I do like that. Not that, it's different than every player always coming in on the same side of the map, or you're always coming in this one piece. All right, let's take a look at some of these. Okay, we have 2 different dex cards here. I don't know what these are either, but looks like guild cards is going to be my guess. So we got the loyal engineers, but this is really nice artwork. Okay, I do like this. I'm not sure what this lock symbol, lock key, I know it was on the player boards. Maybe you can only put these in certain sections of your player board, but all right. Loyal engineers, mining interests, material cartel. All right. Let's just kind of flip through these, give you an idea what they're going to look like. Not seeing duplicates at all. I do like that. I'm a fan of, just single cards. When you're not always drawing the same card over and over and over again. Seeing a different icon that's showing up here in this corner. Okay. This is, oh man, I do like this. Relic Fence, Galactic Bards. All right. Okay, so Vox. I don't know what Vox means, but we got Mass Uprising, Populist Demands. All right, Outrage, Spreads, Song of Freedom, Guild Struggle, and Call to Action. Okay, and let's look at this last deck. Looks like this is going to be some more guild cards. See, now these ones have this BC on the bottom, and these ones have this L. So, I don't know. Okay, Tool Priest. Oh, these are lore cards. These were guild cards. These are lore cards. Oh, man. I don't know why I saw them differently. Lore Guild. Okay. Oh, yeah. Watch, not listen, apparently. Yeah, I'm kind of falling apart over here. Okay. Oh, these look really good. Okay, so lore and guild. Guild, imagine that. 2 different words, 2 different spellings, and I got them wrong. Okay, and it looks like there's also going to be a ton of wood components. I'm just going to pull a couple of these out rather than all of them. It's like we're going to have a bunch of Ziploc bags so we can put individual players. Okay, so you're going to have not quite your standard little meeples, but you're going to get, not really sure why they're offset a little bit. Maybe the guy's got a cloak. I don't know. Maybe he's hiding some sort of a rifle underneath him. I have no idea. It is a space game, so who knows what you're going to have to try to do. Let's go ahead and put these back in here out of the way before I forget. Okay, and these are going to be our spaceships. So we'll pull a couple different colors out, and I think these are all going to be the same. Put him back in there. Okay, so like, yeah, so you're going to have your boats, well, I call them your boats, your ship boats, space boats. Okay, these actually remind me of like a really old 80s animation cartoon, just kind of that look. Okay, can't remember what it's called, but they look good. There's going to be a whole bunch of them per player. Okay, we'll stick these back in here. Looks like we're going to get a bunch of dice. We'll put those off to the side for now. Okay, some regular standard cubes. Looks like we're going to get this big giant silver disc. That might be, I'm going to guess that's going to go for somewhere on the player marker, or this might be your first player marker right there. That's actually a really cool first player marker if that's what it is. I like it. This might be whatever action's being taken that particular round. I don't know. And the others are just a couple wood, standard everyday wooden cubes. We've seen them a million times before. And let's look at, these must be our players, our characters that we can actually play maybe. We call them captains. Okay, I'm not really sure. But we have the Elder, the Mystic, the Fuel Drinker. Oh, that's kind of weird. Upstart, the Rebel, the Warrior, the Feast Bringer, and the Demagogue. Did I say that one right? Oh, I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. That's okay. I'll take it. Okay, now the dice. I know the dice are supposed to be etched. Okay, so they're nice, good weighted, chunky dice. They look good. Here, let's grab a couple of these. I got too many in my hand. But there are actually some really small symbols on those. It's like a little fire, maybe a little sunburst there. But they look good. Okay, I'm not sure if one color is better than another color. This blue one looks like it's kind of a cruddy dice. There's not a lot of symbols on it. This yellow one doesn't look too bad. But hey, look at that, some lock symbols. We've seen those before. Some little starbursts. Maybe those are your hits. I don't know, a little fire thing right there. Okay, the dice look really good. I'm guessing they're ones you're going to be rolling and not just using and putting in place. But I do like these dice. They feel really good. You're going to like to feel. I'll put them back in the bag here in a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We got all these right here. Let's put all this stuff. I want to get this stuff put away because then we're going to go through and we're going to look at those other pieces. Okay, so this is going to go back in here. Let's make sure that our board's going to fold up. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, and this will actually fold here and here. Get this back in. Okay, so we got our game board here. Let's put our tokens. We're going to get those punched out here in a little bit. And once we get those punched out, we'll get them all in their little bags, get them separated by player count. Okay, and we'll get the box put back together. All right, now that's Arcs. Okay, by Leader Games. Now, that's just the core game. Now, what if you wanted to get the Leaders and Lore expansion? What if you got that? What are you going to get in that? Okay, I'm guessing it's just going to be a couple more cards of the same. But let's find out. If all this does is just add more content, to me, that's perfect. I love expansions that just add a little bit more. Don't make it any more complex. Don't make the game any harder. Just give me some more. Just make those decks a little bit thicker so I don't see the same stuff over and over and over again. That is the perfect expansion. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get some more lore cards. Okay, so predictive sensors, force beam, Raider exosuits. That's really, I like this. I like this pencil artwork. Survival override, empath vision, empath bond, keeper's trust, keeper's solidarity. Man, I'm just going to stop talking. I'm looking at the pictures and trying to read, and I can't do that. Whew. Okay, so there's a bunch of lore cards. Well, I guess it is the Leaders and Lore expansion, so we know what we're going to be getting. Okay, and I know this is going to fit in the box, so I'm going to put these in the core box. I probably won't even put them back in their regular box. Okay, and it looks like we're just going to get some more leaders to play: the Overseer, the Corsair, the Noble. See, man, I love that artwork. The Anarchist, the Shaper, the Agitator, and the Quartermaster. Yeah. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, and there you go. And the cool thing is it looks like these are numbered nicely. So there's 9, 10, 11. So there's 8 in the original box, about, if I remember right. So if you do have these in the core box, it looks like it would be easy to separate them out. Because all you have to do is just kind of put them in whichever place there, or just pull out the numbers for the expansion that you needed. So, all right. So that is, okay, the Leaders and Lore expansion pack. And what we're going to do now, let's just set this here off to the side. Okay, but that will eventually just go into our core box, which is here. But this is the one that I'm really excited to take a look at, because this is the miniatures pack. Now, what the miniatures pack is going to do is it's going to give you 60 ships and 40 agents, but and they're plastic, if I remember reading this correctly. But I'm guessing every character is now going to have a distinct look, so they're not all going to be the same. You know, because like all those wood components that we saw in the other one, they all look the same. Everybody's ship looked the same. Okay, the only difference was the color. Well, this way you're going to get a different look, and that really separates the game out. I mean, you can tell who's who by the color, but man, you know, when you can just look at everything and just go by the shaped pieces and stuff. But these, then again, these may all be the same. I want to say they're all the same. I am going to say they are, but these ones instead are plastic, but they're washed, okay? And so you're actually going to be able to see what that ship looks like. All right. I was thinking, so it's the different components. That's why I was thinking they were different pieces, but this is okay. This is actually okay, because these really, really look nice. And these are just thick, nice, chunky plastic. I will take these every day over those wooden ones. Okay, let's pull out a couple of these. These are going to be maybe the leaders. So you're going to have all your different colors for one. Yeah, let me just kind of, so that way you can kind of see. They just gave them kind of a little bit of a wash, just to kind of highlight them a little bit, and that's all you need. That's it. You don't really need too much. You know, it's one of the things I like to kind of do with some of my actual board games too, is I like to just give them a little bit of a wash. All it does is just kind of define some of the pieces on them. Okay. I don't necessarily remember some of these. Maybe, did I forget to open something? I don't remember seeing these. But there you go. Okay, get an idea what those look like. Kind of got a little dark angle over here. All right, and we have one last section. These little purple guys. What are these little purple guys? All right, we'll just pull a couple of these out. Man, are these like piratey guys? Look at that. Now their ships are cool. See, can you see those very good? Yeah. Okay, and that's what you're going to get. All right, so if you get the miniatures pack, you're going to take all that wood stuff that you got, put it off to the side. You're going to get all this plastic goodness, and I'm guessing a lot of this might actually be able to go in that box, but I don't think with all the wood. But there you go. That's Arcs Conflict and Collapse in the Reach by Leader Games. That is Arcs, the miniature pack, and that is also the Leaders and Lore pack. Okay, and there you are. You know, if you played this game, I know this is relatively new. People are really loving this game. Leave a note in the comments. I want to get this game to the table. I keep hearing about it. I'm glad I finally got to see the inside of this game, and I'm ready to sit down and learn this game and play it. And as always, thanks for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please.
Because of budget cutbacks, the Earth Star Alliance has only given us one escape pod.
Well, I'm the captain, so I think I should just, you know.
Well, I'm the engineer, so maybe I should